In this video, we're going to be taking a look at making trinket trays, and this process can be very, very simple. I think you'll enjoy this one. So the first thing we need to do is scare up some artwork. So we're going to come out here to the internet here, and we're going to add the Coach logo to some trinket trays. So let's go ahead and right-click and save this image to the desktop here. And then we're going to do our work here in Bamboo. So let's go ahead and click on the Home button. And we're going to go to Maker Lab, and you see here, we're going to go into the Create My Light box. Let's go ahead and click on New Project here. Grab our image. Go ahead and click on Next, and it's going to vectorize that image for us. So you want to feed it a pretty good quality image, which we did. 2 colors is perfect. And then let's go ahead and choose Export. We'll choose Export again. We'll confirm our printer. And then we'll go ahead and open it up here in Bamboo Studio. Now we can go ahead and get rid of the back plate here and that build plate. We can go ahead and get rid of our box here. We can go ahead and get rid of our white. So we just alt-click the white and dispose of it like such. And then we'll come over here to the Objects tab, scroll down a little bit, and all of our rest of our white pieces here, let's grab them, come all the way down, and we'll just go ahead and ditch all of those, okay? Then what I want to do here is I want to go ahead and hit my Shift key and select all of the top part of the design here. So let's go ahead and right-click, and we're going to split this one up into objects. And then we'll go ahead and grab our Shift key, and those type pieces, we're going to merge those together. And then we're going to do the same thing with our bottom pieces. Go ahead and right-click and merge those together. And then we'll come over here, and we're going to select these pieces in this first assembly here. And let's go ahead and merge into a single part. And then we want to do the same thing with this assembly too. Go ahead and merge all those into a single part. And then finally, let's go ahead and scale this. So I do want this to be bigger in proportion to my logo. Something about like so. Whatever you want to do there, it's entirely up to you. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and right-click, and let's go ahead and right-click and merge those two together. Let's go ahead and flip this back upright. So we'll do a 180-degree flip. And now she's reading upright. And let's go ahead and give it a 2 mil thickness. Doesn't really matter how thick we do, but we'll just do it a 2 mil thickness. Let's go ahead and make sure that we are using our standard. Let's go ahead and refresh this. And let's just go ahead and slice it and see what we get here. Says we have some floating regions. I'm not sure what that could be. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. So that is 2. So this should be 1, which it is. So let's go ahead and split this back apart, back to objects again. And let's make sure that these are set right. That is set at 1. And this one is not set at 1. You see that there? That one says it's at 0.55. Not sure. Let's look at the thickness here. Okay, that's also not 2 mil thick. So now that's 2 mil thick. What's this one? That one's 2 mil thick and at 1. And now this one is at 1 and it is 2 mil thick. Okay, now I think we've got it the way we want it. Let's go ahead and merge those two back together again. And let's go ahead and reslice. And indeed, we got a slice okay. That's what we're looking for here. Everything looks pretty good, except you see the whip. His whip, you don't see that he has his whip. But if we switch over to our cap plate and reslice, now you see his whip in full. And so there you go. That is the profile, the print profile we'll wind up using anyhow. So yes, so let's go ahead and hit File, Save Project As, and we're going to save it to our desktop here, and we're going to save it as our Coach logo right there. override the existing one that we already have. All right, so now we have that taken care of. Let's go ahead and open up our batch template merger tool. I have a folder on my desktop here. And in that folder are two templates all ready to go for Trinket trays. And then for our source file, we're going to select that coach logo that we just were working on. And for right now, let's just go ahead and dump these on our desktop, okay? So we'll go ahead and process those files. All right, that's taken care of. Now let's go back in and let's open those up and take a look at them. Back to our desktop here. So this is the large tray. We'll go ahead and alt-click on the tray and set the tray to color of 2 here. And let's go ahead and slice it. And so there you go. Our Coach logo on our Trinket tray. Just that quick and easy. Now, let's go back and take a look at the square one. And again, we're just going to alt-click here and set those to white. And then let's go ahead and slice our plate. See what that one looks like. Yes, indeed, our whip is still present. And you can see we are in our cap plate profile. So that should all print out just fine for you. So there you go. You have your square version and the elongated version as well. This particular tray is, let's see how big this tray is. It's about 6 inches by 6 inches, something like that. It's pretty close to that. So anyhow, that is how you go about adding a logo to a Trinket tray. So we'll just go in and convert the logo with the Lightbox tool, and then we can use our batch template merger tool to actually apply it to your models. And of course, let's just say, for example, let's just use one more example here with the same file. Let's go ahead and open this back up. But instead, this time, let's go ahead and choose a different template. So we'll choose a different template. We have our template files. Let's see where we got right here. And let's do a coaster this time. And we're going to use the same logo. So let's go ahead and process that. Now, the coaster is a lot smaller. So might be a little challenging, but let's see what it looks like here. Let's go ahead and open up our coaster. Okay, and same thing applies. We're going to go ahead and alt-click on the coaster and set that to white. And that should be fine. Let's see here. What else do we want to do? Let's go back over to objects here. What do we want to do here? I think that's going to be good, just like that. Let's go ahead and slice it. Okay, we do have to make one more piece. So our faceplate, I see that has to be white. Now we could slice it. Okay. Now, here's where the challenge comes into play. You can see we're missing some components here to our coaster. Let's go over here and make sure that we are using our cap plate profile. That's going to give us the best print quality we can get out of a 0.4 nozzle. And yes, you can see all those areas that were being dropped are no longer being dropped. We have our whip and everything else. So there you go. So there's some coasters for you. We're ready to go as well. So it's a really time-saving tool that allows us, once we get our initial template set up with all the appropriate settings, the software is intelligent enough to scale our logo and place our logos within our templates that we set up, as long as we set those up properly. So That's how that works. Now, this tool, the batch template merger tool, um, is available on the Patreon right now. So if you haven't already accessed this and you are a baddie or a really bad baddie, um, these software applications are available for Mac and PC on the Patreon right now for you. And if you're brand new, the Patreon info is in the video description as well. All right. So that's it. That's how it works, guys. So hopefully you give that a try and see what you can make up yourself. Till next time, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or need one-on-one training or some custom files made for you, this is my contact information, so feel free to reach out via email. You can text me. You could even give me a call. I'd be happy to answer questions or give you more details on the one-on-one training we offer, and as well as if you need custom files made until you are up to speed on how to make them yourself, feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to help you with that as well.